From the Ray Simon Studio, this is Utica College News.
Hello, welcome to Utica College's weekly news update. My name is Emmeline Elia. Each Monday we will bring you news from around the country as well as some news from right here on campus. The second and final presidential debate took place on Thursday at Belmont University in Nashville, Tennessee. President Donald Trump and former Vice President and Democratic nominee Joe Biden were asked questions on the topics of fighting COVID-19, American families, race in America, climate change, national security, and leadership. The debate was more effective in comparison to the first presidential debate, where both candidates spent less time on policies and more time criticizing over each other. The Commission on Presidential Debates administered new changes in the final debate to ensure the debate was more effective, such as implementing a mute button during the initial 2-minute responses. The 2020 presidential election is happening on November 3rd. Early voting for New York State has already begun. Just in time for the holiday season, Sony announced the release of the PlayStation 5. The gaming system shows a brand new look with brand new features and many more specs. The system will cost $500 and will be available for purchase on November 12th. From one game station to another, Microsoft will be releasing their Xbox Series X this holiday season beginning on November 10th. This comes after a long wait since the Xbox One was placed on the market back in 2013. It releases 2 days prior to the PlayStation 5 and will cost $499. The station will have significant improvement based on graphics and download speed with an NVMe SSD storage device. The best news for Xbox users is that accessories from previous Xboxes will be supported by the new Series X, including headsets, controllers, and flight sticks. Gamers will have a big decision to make soon on which device to choose. Due to the United States seeing a continuing rise in COVID-19 cases amid the fall surge, some people feel that the U.S. should consider a national mask mandate. This idea comes from former USDA Commissioner Dr. Scott Gottlieb. He said that this mandate would not have to be long-lasting for it to be effective. This would most likely have to last for the next few months. According to data released by the Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation at the University of Washington, the idea of a mask mandate may be beneficial in getting through this winter. They found that if 95% of Americans wore masks in public, then more than 100,000 lives could be saved in the U.S. through February. AstraZeneca and Johnson have both stated they are resuming their coronavirus vaccine trials in the United States. Both drug makers previously paused their vaccine trials to health scares. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration gave the authorization for both drug makers after reviewing data and determining it was safe to resume their vaccine trials. The total number of vaccine deaths in the U.S. are over 223,000, with over 8.5 million overall total cases. NBC News described the date of the coronavirus in the United States on Sunday as the worst 3 days in the pandemic. More than 238,000 new cases were registered, over the weekend, with single-day numbers higher than those during the height of the pandemic in July. States leading this increase include Texas, Illinois, and Wisconsin. The record number of new cases follows a trend in which 43 states have seen increased new cases of COVID-19 by more than 10% over the last 14 days. In the East Coast, New York, New Jersey, and Massachusetts are also recording numbers that have not been seen since May. The CDC says the virus spreads through droplets that we can produce when breathing, coughing, sneezing, or talking. Wearing a mask greatly reduces the spread. A recent study found that if 95% of Americans wore masks, over 100,000 lives could be saved through February of 2020. So wherever you go, keep wearing your mask, keep social distancing, and encourage others to do the same. Across the Atlantic, Europe continues to confront its second wave of COVID-19. On Sunday, France registered a record of 52,010 confirmed new COVID-19 cases over the past 24 hours. This makes France the fifth country in the world with the highest number of cases. Spain declared a new state of emergency to try and curb spiking COVID-19 cases. The new measures include nighttime curfews and limiting the size of gatherings to 6 people. The Prime Minister on Spain said on Sunday, "We are living in an extreme situation. It is the most serious crisis in the last century." The top 5 countries with the highest number of COVID-19 cases are the US, India, Brazil, Russia, and France. For the first time ever, discovered in the US was an Asian giant hornet's nest in Washington. Hornets were spotted last December, but on Thursday around 4 p.m., Washington State Department of Agriculture was able to collect the nest. The staff was able to use a tracker they installed in one of the hornets they captured to track down the nest. Next month, Pope Francis will make history when he elevates 13 archbishops to cardinals. This class being promoted will make history due to Archbishop Wilton Gregory being one of the class members. Archbishop Wilton Gregory of Washington will be making history by being the first African American to hold the title of cardinal. Although it is typical for Washington archbishops to be elevated to cardinal, this is still a big move for the U.S. Catholic Church, where African Americans have been underrepresented with the leadership. Gregory is one of the most prominent leaders in the U.S. Catholic Church. In the early 2000s, he led the Conference of Bishops when they first attempted to create anti-abuse guidelines. He was also the Archbishop of Atlanta before going to Washington. Halloween is quickly approaching, and with it, the countdown to the airing of the infamous War of the Worlds production is down to its finals week. Utica College's Performing and Fine Arts Department will be presenting the 1938 script after months of preparation while maintaining COVID-19 guidelines. Based on the novel by H.G. Wells, this production will be directed by Rachel M.E. Wolfe. It will be airing this Friday, October 30th at 5 p.m. on WPNR 90.7 FM. If you want more information on the production, call 315-792-3028. We will be right back with our Club Spotlight series after these short messages.
My name is Deborah Wilson-Alem. I'm the Executive Director of International Education here at Utica College, and the office is the Office of International Education. Our office is kind of the gateway to the outside world. we can take what the students are learning at Utica College and actually have them implement it and live it in another culture, and so gain different perspectives while they're abroad.
Are you looking for a place for your voice to be heard? Do you love music, sports? Do you want to connect students to campus events? Consider joining the team here at WPNR, Utica College's radio station in Streppel Student Center, room 201. Try on-air DJing or join one of the departments. Discover new music with the music staff, broadcast sports with WPNR Sports, or spread awareness of campus events in the production staff.
Welcome back. It's time for our club highlight of the week. This week we are proud to feature the UC Dance Company. Let's welcome our special guest, Caitlin Egan. Welcome to the show. So, can you tell us about UC Dance Company?
Yes, of course. Thank you for having me. So basically this team, or this organization was started in fall of 2018, and there are a couple of other dance organizations on campus, but the goal of this one was to be more the competitive style, so we would do like lyric, contemporary, jazz, ballet, more of that kind of stuff. And so the team was started, and so far we've been able to dance at hockey games, basketball games. We did our first competition, so that's what we've been doing so far.
What are you guys planning for this semester?
We've had a couple outdoor practices, which was okay when it was still warm out. But we are hoping to get into the athletic center or possibly the dome in the future, and to be able to have practice and dance there. Obviously socially distanced, we have to have the masks on and everything, but at least we can still move our bodies and get together. That'll be good. In the meantime, we've been doing some like virtual calls here and there over Zoom or Google Hangout, and just still trying to stay connected.
How can students join UC Dance Team?
So basically just to get involved, you can just reach out to one of us. Especially our president, Emily Saray, she's always available if you want to just send her an email or something. But we do go to all like the organization fairs at the beginning of the year, and so you can get in contact through us that way. Usually we'll post out some flyers. We also have an Instagram that you could follow or DM us on, and it is open to everyone. You don't have to be a certain level of dancer to join. We do have a couple different categories within our team that you have to audition for, but for like the main dances, like we dance at Relay for Life, we do some campus events, and so stuff like that, anyone can join and anyone can be a part of.
Is there anything else everybody should know about your club?
Just that we're always looking for new dancers, and it really is a special family that we've kind of created here on campus. And so if anyone's really interested in joining, definitely don't hesitate to reach out.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us today. That is all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.